Hi, good afternoon. This is Raphael. I'm back with you post-election 2020. And I have to say, this was a great and a bumpy road all the same. But if I can, I want to talk to you about and recap on the election process that we went through so we can learn from it. We can move on, of course. So we can talk about our next 5 years. We can also talk about future projects. We can also talk about how things went during this election. And that's what I want to talk to you for the last time in this post-election recap. Okay? And of course, this municipal election was the best. It was history in the making, of course. I was so glad and honored to be a participant of this election. And it always goes down in history, and maybe even this, to acknowledge that this was my history as well. So we could talk about the post-election problems that we have also. Let bygones be bygones. I like to right now just say to the councilman-elect Salat to thank you for his ride, but of course, spoiler alert, all right? This segment is called Grassroots May Be Dead. And that spoiler alert is that I didn't run against the innocent councilman-elect. I ran against Steve Fulop, who I was appealed to because of his grassroots way of getting elected as a council person and then as a mayor. I was with him all through the way, and I still respect him, a very good mayor. But this time, he took a turn where I and all of us here in the Heights ran against the mayor. And so here's the statistics, of course. I got 1,352 votes. And then, of course, to the mayor's vote, which is 6,399. And of course, that is the facts. And in Hudson County, or I should say in the Heights, 11,589 people voted for councilmen. There's not any way you can compare or get the statistics to know who voted and how many actually voted. But I was there personally, and it was a very controlled situation. I got no problems with that. It was really a history in the making, like I said, and everybody came out and voted like their life really depended upon it. I saw that. There was no change in the general election. But I feel that special elections, it's a little fogged out, and everybody may have not, did not vote all the way through, but everything was done, and everything went above 50%, and that's a good thing. Hudson County went for Biden at 72.6%. So that's the foundation. Let's look at that's how many people came out to vote. 72.6%. Trump only got 26.3%. Okay, so that, as we could see, good still outweighs the bad in Hudson County, and I like that, and I knew that would happen. But of course, New Jersey went a little higher. I think it was a process that we went through locally on the municipal level with the councilmen who were running. I think this was a great run, a great outing to run for a seat, and if you did get on that ballot, you see that the numbers were pretty good. But there's the other problems that I see, though, in the future, and that is we really have to watch this Democrat and Republican thing. It really is happening for the wrong reasons, and I just think that we should, talk about these things together in public once we are able to do after this COVID-19 goes away. So the grassroots level. The mayor went door to door, and that's why I liked him. He was a grassroots candidate. I followed him. I was elected as committee member under him. But we lost the Hudson County battle, and I'm not saying it's a battle. What I'm saying is Hudson County politics and politicians have a different way of looking at it, and you just can't do municipal politics without the Hudson County politicians also getting what they want. So with that said, I saw that the merger of Hudson County politicians did back the Steve Fulop person, and that was the first time that I ever saw that, and that's because of the absence of Michael Young, who passed away due to COVID-19. So this is new. Last time I ran, there was really 30% voted up here in the Heights. And that's why I wanted to compare that 76% voted for Biden. That means I think at least 75% came out. This was unprecedented. So there's just no way you could even complain about any votes that you got. I have to say that I am blessed to get 1,352 votes. But we also have to say that I was in it for one reason and not for the other. So those are the differences. And I know that I could build on this and probably have a good political future here in the Heights. And then we could also see and work with each other. And I also know that Hudson County politicians should be working with the city politicians. I just don't like to see the politicking that used to be in high levels way back in the 90s and also in 2000, before 2013 when Mayor Fulop was elected. The administration back then had this mentality, and that's when the perfect alignment was made with the Hudson County politicians. So I know that the Hudson County politicians are viable to the city, especially they live up here in the Heights, so it's viable for this community. And I always had problems with authority within the politicians, so I know that people look at my threat as something that they may not have wanted to see. I think that if Mayor Fulop did not run a candidate, it would have been very, very equal in the votes, because you could just see it. As you can see, the numbers were really close. His was real high, probably because every house on the block in Central Avenue had this big $8,000 banner that I could not ever pay for. And these banners, of course, are still up. I like to say to the mayor, please take them down. We took our signs down. These big signs also have to be taken down. But that's something else. I want to thank everyone that helped me and voted for me. And this, of course, was a president times. It was really a time where people had to come out. And I knew that was going to happen. So going door to door also was a problem, but I had to do it. And these votes that I got were really door-to-door votes. And thank you to those people who voted for me and had confidence to vote for me. I won't let you down anyway. You know that I'm a good neighbor, and I am available. My website is also available at jcresident.com. But I do like to talk about future stuff that I want to do. And so I'm going to come again periodically to talk about my next 5 years. And my next 5 years, it's got a blessing already. And that is with my new book, Pancakes in the Morning, which was released. I would like to talk about that, and I would like to also put myself available to educators out there in Jersey City, that I could go to your class, no matter what the situation, we can make it safe to speak to you and your children and read this book personally, especially about the times of Dr. Seuss's birthday, which is coming in February. I would like also to talk to other people in reference to doing the arts here in the Heights. Thank you.